like a young girl again.
I feel like sometimes I can swim and just not stop.
There's more eyes on you than what you think. Sometimes it feels quite suffocating, if I'm honest.
There are some people who still think that there's nothing wrong with the lack of diversity in the outdoors, but from some of the experiences I've had, it contradicts that.
My name is Amira. I'm the founder of the Wanderlust Women, which is a hiking group for Muslim women. Our main aim is to represent Muslim women in outdoors, to break down barriers and stereotypes, and to sort of represent that Muslim women are not oppressed and that we can do as much as anyone else. Now I've found like a whole tribe of women that want to do stuff, whereas 5 years ago I had no one. We become like one family. It's great that something small has now turned into like a big community. When I started my outdoor journey, it was a healing element for me, and I was going through something and I felt that the outdoors was my healing space. When you come to a space where it's so beautiful and you can see these intricate designs and you can see like how the mountains are laid out and you can see how the trees are made and how the animals are around you, and just for me it relates back to like verses of the Quran that I read about how the world was made and how the earth was made, and it helps me to just appreciate that a lot more.
So 2 women are coming to join me today so I can take them for their first ever wild swim.
Summaya? Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum, Sham.
Are you okay?
Alhamdulillah, I'm not bad.
How are you guys ready? Is it your first time here?
I've never been to the lake before.
Oh,
so-
wow.
What made me want to come and meet Amira today was seeing her page on social media and not seeing that many women from my heritage or from my faith doing things that are a little bit outside the box, and it's nice to meet like-minded people.
There are some people who still think that there's nothing wrong with the lack of diversity in the outdoors, but from some of the experiences I've had, it contradicts that.
Sometimes it feels quite suffocating, if I'm honest. You are constantly battling with yourself of should you do these things or should you not, because it feels easier not to do them. But then looking at that bigger picture, and especially things from Amira's perspective, I think if people don't start doing it, the next generation will suffer even more.
Whilst I appreciate people's concerns, just because I wear the niqab, it doesn't mean that I'm lost. I'm constantly being asked whether I know where I'm going, where our map is, if it's my first time. A lot of comments thrown at me in regards to my clothing, saying that we don't see people like you here dressed like that, or fancy seeing a woman like you here in the countryside, or it must be your first time, it must be your first hike. This is some of the things that women like myself have to deal with on a daily basis.
This is the very reason that I set up the Wanderlust Women, because I really wanted to help break down these stereotypes aimed at Muslim women. I wanted to eradicate these visions that people had and these misconceptions.
It's just really nice to meet women, like the sisterhood doesn't stop with BAME. It really doesn't, because I don't actually have many friends from an ethnic background. Most of my friends are white British. But they understand the difficulties that women in general have, but even more so from my perspective. And it is just very refreshing to see these sort of things happening.
The beautiful part of while swimming is just that moment of you getting into the water, because it's so different to going to a swimming pool, because the waters here are a bit more colder. So I think it'll be nice just to see their reactions when they do get into the water, and you know, the feelings that they'll feel once they are in. So it's completely normal if you go in and you feel a bit like, oh, I can't breathe, but that's completely normal. But I think at the minute it's just getting into the water, even if you don't swim, just getting into the water.
I'm holding on to
the
you.
water. Okay.
Get your balance. Breathe in. Sit. Tell her about you breathe in. Come on, rugby player. You're supposed to be hard on. This is different to tackling someone.
Okay, should we all begin?
Yeah, I'm gonna go down. What's your innuendo? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just acclimatising.
And then just keep moving. Yeah, just keep moving.
I love the mountains. The mountains are my favourite, but then I love the water as well. And I feel like sometimes I can swim and just not stop. And I think it's just that sense of just calmness. You just feel so tranquil inside, and I do want to explore a lot more with while swimming.
So,
How do you feel? Do you feel cold, warm? How does your hands feel?
I've warmed up
Yeah?
now.
Can you do this?
Hands are
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was your first wild
swim.
swim?
I feel alive now. Like a young girl again. Oh, it feels good. It just feels good to get out there, get in there and just be free.
I think swimming together with other people who dress or look like you is quite nice, and you feel a bit more comfortable and you feel a bit more safe sometimes, and you feel like you're not getting, although you're getting stared at, you feel like you're together and getting stared at instead of being the only one. Yeah. Sometimes when you go through something, you feel like you just want to go to a space where you don't feel judged, where you feel like you can empty your mind, where you feel like, you can just sort of get away. And for me, the outdoors has always been like that. It's getting lost in forest, sitting by the water, listening to the sounds, watching the sunrise, and just being in such big spaces where, you just feel like you can just think, you can just let go of all the negativity.
They say that when you climb a mountain, you come back a different person. And I really, really believe that.